Okay, I'm gonna introduce our design right now. We developed a cloud-based resource and service sharing platform for computer and network security education called as Virtual Lab. This platform attempts to implement a virtual lab using the concept of cloud computing and virtualization. The cloud system in the project has been built using the Citrix Zen related technology. Actually, Zen is a virtual machine hypervisor that allows several guest operating systems to execute on the same computer hardware concurrently. The major objective of this design is to make students available a user-friendly, easy-to-use graphic interface that enables them to request for the virtual instance as per the requirements, create the desired network topology, and implement the experimentation without being physically present in the lab. It provides segregated virtual system for end user to build their own networking environment. To access this connected branch of system, it has the provision of remotely accessing the command line of the system through a secure channel or even remote desktop with using VNC server running inside each VM. Every virtual machine can be accessed through two dedicated ports, which are for SSH and VNC connection. Okay, right now, let's see how the VLab works. This is the web portal of our VLab system. You can simply type vlab.asu.edu to access this system. This is a simple home page. We also have a wiki page talking about the VLab system architecture and concept. And also, we have a tutorial page. It helps you to quickly be familiar with our VLab system. The main function is implemented in the My Labs page. Just click it. So here, you need to sign in if you already have an account. If not, fill out some simple information to create one. I already have one, so let me sign in. At the left of this page, there are mainly two parts, labs and networks. We will provide you a number of experiments with specific node topology later for students to do computer network and security experiments. So right now, you can create a network with nodes as the way you want. Just click the Create a Network. Okay, we will fill out the information here. There is a canvas here. You can drag and draw any node on it with the configuration you want. Here, I'm gonna create a classic client, gateway, and server topology here for our IP tables experiment. We can just double click on the canvas to create node. Just right click the node to edit. We make it as a switch and rename it. Okay, and right click on the machine. Make it as a client, and we just leave the configuration as default. And this is the server, still the same. And this is the gateway. We can also drag a line from one machine to another to connect them. And also, right click on the edge. We can edit the edge. We can choose the interface they are connecting. Yeah, we have to assign the gateway to interface. Okay, then the topology is created. So we have to configure the network information for those three nodes. So right click on it, configure the NIC. We can assign IP address here. Let's assign okay. We also assign one for the gateway. And also for Ethernet card too. We assign another IP address. Okay. Also, we have to configure the gateway, configure the server. Okay. After the topology has been created on the canvas, let's click the Submit. So we are redirected to the resource request confirmation page. Here, you can see the information of the node you created and the topology. So everything is okay. Just click Accept. So what you need to do just right now is to wait, because our backend system, Zen server, is preparing the VM you created for you. So we just log on to our Zen server to see if our VM has been created. See? The 3 node has been created. His names begin with your username. This is a gateway. From the network tag, you can see from here, there are 2 user-defined Ethernet interface with the IP address you just assigned. So it's the client and the server. Okay, so after your VM has been successfully created, you will be directed to this page. You will be returned with the port number, which you can use to access to the VM you just created. The first port number is for SSH, and the second one is for VNC. So let's try to SSH to the VM you just created. Okay, let's try to connect it to the gateway VM our VLab just created for you. The hostname here is vlab.asg.edu, and the username is root at default. The port number is the first port number right behind the VM you want to connect. See? Let's try to connect to the gateway. So the port number is 9030. Click connect. and the default password is 1234, you can definitely change your password after you log in. See, you have successfully logged into the VM. And the host name is gateway. You can see here. Let's try to check the Ethernet card. The Ethernet card 0 is the management Ethernet card. So the IP address is assigned by the Zen server, DHCP server. And the ETH1 and ETH2 are user-defined Ethernet. See, the IP address is defined by you. So let's try to connect it to the server and client. See, it can communicate with the server and the client. There is a question. What if I just want to use my VM topology next time? We can restore your network. When you want to leave the VM, you can just click on the network you created, like the IP tables. See? You can click on the network you created, and you will find there are 3 more buttons in the end, right? You just click the suspended. And right now, your VM is suspending right now. We can check the Zen Center at the backend system. See? Our 3 VM is suspending right now. The icon is becoming yellow. That means it is suspending right now. See? The gateway is already suspended. And the server is suspending right now. Right now, we can see the network status is becoming the suspended from running. So next time, when you log into the system, you just click the IP tables, the lab you want to resume, and there is a resume button down below the canvas. You just click the resume, and you can resume the VM and continue doing your experiment. Let's try to do that. See? Your suspended VM is resuming right now. The first one to be resumed is gateway. The icon is become yellow. It takes some time. You need to wait patiently. The gateway is already successfully resumed. The next one is server. And also, if you don't want to use this anymore, you can remove it. Your VM will be deleted. See? Your VM is first suspending and then deleted. So 3 VM is gone.